everyone, welcome to part 2 of this video, which I will share the 6 reasons why CPF is a great compounding asset. You may have seen news of people having over $1 million in their CPF account. This is made possible simply due to the power of compounding, which we discussed in our previous video. You can click on the pop-up at the top right hand corner if you have not watched it. Let us now look at how we can apply this concept with our CPF. Firstly, interest rates. Compounding your cash in bank savings account with less than 1% interest per annum will unlikely make you a fortune. While CPF's interest rates may not be extremely high compared to potential returns of other financial instruments like stocks, I believe CPF's OA, SA, and MA accounts at 2.5% to 4% interest rate is pretty decent to start with. Another factor to consider is the stability of the interest rates. The stock market may generate higher returns, but they are subjected to market volatility, whereas CPF's interest rates are more stable and almost risk-free. For 20 years between 2002 to 2021 at the time of this recording, CPF interest rates for SA, MA, and RA have remained at its floor of 4% and OA at 2.5% floor. Of course, do bear in mind that this does not mean that interest rates will remain the same in future. Next to consider is the length of time your money is compounding. Let's look at two investors, Jane and Ken, who began compounding the money at 25 and 35 years old respectively. They both have 10K savings initially and contribute $100 every month for 20 years. Assuming an interest rate of 2.5% per annum, after 20 years, both of them would have made the same total contributions of 34K. Jane, having compounded for 30 years, will have a higher balance of 73K at 55 years old compared to Ken, who have compounded for 20 years, will have a balance of 47K. By starting 10 years earlier, Jane will accumulate 26K more than Ken at 55, although their contributions are the same. Based on existing CPF policy which states that balances beyond full retirement sum can be withdrawn after 55, the compounding period can be as long as 30 years when we start working at 25. It can be even longer for those whose parents choose to top up their children's CPF accounts. The takeaway message here is, when you start matters. From our earlier video, we have seen how having a higher principal can significantly increase the final compounded sum. We can achieve a larger base in our CPF's special account, which is earning 4% interest, by topping up cash to SA via retirement sum topping up RSTU scheme, or transferring cash from OA to SA up to the prevailing full retirement sum FRS. You may also watch my video on 7 things you should know about full retirement sum by clicking the video pop-up on the top right-hand corner. Regular contributions in the form of CPF's mandatory contributions from our salary enforces savings, which further boosts the power of compounding. One of the best rules anybody can learn about investing is to do nothing. Absolutely nothing, unless there's something to do. A quote from Jim Rogers. In compounding, doing nothing is absolutely key, so that we can reap the rewards at the end. As easy as it sounds, doing nothing in investing is not always easy. Emotions often gets in our way, which usually causes us to buy high due to hype and greed, or panic sell in anticipation of a crash, deviating from our investment strategy. We are attracted to investments with high returns in the shortest amount of time. And conversely, compounding seems boring and slow. The truth is, it takes a great deal of patience to see through the initial years where your account doesn't seem to move before experiencing the exponential growth in the later stages. Although the downside of CPF is the illiquidity of your funds, It can be a good way of managing emotions through the volatile market conditions. This guarantees that I stay the course until 55 and let compounding work its magic. Here is a quick summary of the 6 reasons why I think CPF is a great compounding asset. 1. Moderate and almost risk-free interest rates. 2. Stable interest rates. 3. Long compounding period. 4. Regular contributions. 5. Ability to boost principal sum through cash top-ups and OA transfers to SA. 6. E-liquidity of CPF funds ensure that I stay the course. Please note that this is just my personal opinion on how I grow my CPF funds. Please do your own research before taking any actions. If you'd like to know how compounding can benefit you, you may like to check out the CPF calculator I've created to forecast your account balances. Thank you for watching. Feel free to share how you are growing your wealth in the comments below. Please like and subscribe to my channel for future notifications.